Alright, so I'm doing a fire pit ring, smokeless fire pit ring. Got a bunch of good topsoil up here right now. I brought that in to fill in this overlooking thing here that I built. A bunch of rocks. Got some pipe right here just bent up with a hammer. Bent them up so it goes underneath the fire. I'll explain more of that here in a little bit, but I'll show you kind of what I got going on here. Got the old skid steer over here and built this wall of rocks. Hey, quit eating grass. You're gonna be puking again. But I mean, it's like 5 feet tall. I mean, these are 3 foot boulders here. I want another foot above that at least, 1.5 feet. So I'm just kind of letting these weeds grow in and everything to kind of hold the dirt in there. I kind of packed a bunch of topsoil dirt in there, just kind of so the rain don't wash them away. We had a lot of rain yesterday. You can see how dark this stuff is. It is holding in there actually pretty damn good. So I built that just a couple months ago, and I planted all this creeping bentgrass golf course stuff, seed. It's turning out really nice actually, nice and thick. It's real thick and dense so that it chokes out anything else that's growing. There's some other stuff in here. There's some crabgrass, little clumps of crabgrass in here yet, but very thin amount. So anyways, I'm gonna dig this all out, and then I'm gonna get about another 6 inches over here. I'm gonna fit that fire pit ring there first, and then back this out with some more stone. I got a bunch of stone in the back of my truck, and I put this up like this right here, and then it will pull a vacuum. The air will go in right here and go underneath, and it will heat the fire, feed the fire fresh oxygen instead of from the bottom up instead of the top down. That's how you get your smoke. If you start feeding it from the bottom up, you don't get any smoke. So we'll be back in a few. I just got to go dump this off over here. I'll show you this real quick actually too. Just gonna dump this off. Got a little hole right here, a little dip in the ground. I'm gonna throw that in there to fill that hole in right there and level that out. I got another one right there. I might do that too next to my trail. But this is my little golf tee box. I ripped these. This is about 3 foot high right here. I ripped those big old logs with my chainsaw at the old Husqvarna, and you can oversee the golf course, my miniature golf course I got. So I got a flag there, about 100 yards out. I got another one there that's like 160. And way out there, center screen, just to the left, or excuse me, to the right of that tree way out there, there's another flag. I probably can't see it very good because it's so far out there. It's like 275 yards. Well, I just had some extra time on my hands. Got the old golf clubs out here. And I'll show you, I'll just kind of give you a rough idea of what's going on next year. Is that I just dropped that tree, and I just dropped that tree. There's a big oak right there I just dropped. You can still see a little bit of a brush out there. I got most of it cleaned up. I build brush piles right there's a brush pile. I build it right inside there for the rabbits and stuff like that, habitat. So this whole area right here is going to be a pond next year. I'm going to get a bunch of fill. This is like from here to the other side over there is like 150 foot. So I'm going to get a bunch of a bunch of fill sand in and just fill this whole ravine in right here, like build a dike way up high, and then have a natural pond right here. Get a liner. I'm going to get a liner. Probably going to have to put some dirt in over there. A couple lead loads probably. So lift that up a little bit, but it's kind of hard to say because I got to scrape all this stuff out of here so that none of the roots start taking off and poke holes in the liner and stuff. So I got to scrape all that, so I'll have a lot of extra fill. So I might push half of it that way to build that rim up around over there, and then half of it this way, and then bring in more dirt on this side. So I'll I'll be back. I'm gonna pause the video here for a second and get digging. Get this dug out real quick. Alright, so now I got it all dug out. Took 3 loads, well 2.5 roughly. Tire squat on that one. Got a little too much weight on this side, but that's alright. So I got that down inside there. You can see the ring around there a little bit. But that's all dug out now. So now what I'll do is I'm gonna come back here, you know. See, there's a distance from here to the front of here. So roughly right around there. So right about here. I'm gonna go all the way around this whole thing, and I'm gonna dig that dirt out of there, the grass and everything. Then I got all the rocks in the back of my truck. I'm gonna come, then I'll put the pipe in. Put the pipe in like that, up against the other wall right here. Put that pipe in there like that, and then that's gonna feed fresh oxygen, all 4 of these rigs, to the underneath the fire. So I'm gonna go, well, I'm gonna go dump that. I'm not gonna be able to get all of that dirt in there also. That tire's almost flat already in my wagon there. So I'm gonna go dump that. Then I'll start chiseling away all this rim right here. Then I'll put the fire pit ring in there, center that, and I'll back my truck over here and start loading the stones inside there. I think I got way too many stones I went and bought. We'll see. Be right back. Alright, so I got that all done there. Oop, get my finger out of the way. So I got this all done here, the outer ring of it there. So now I'm just going to put these. I gotta go get the stone first, because the stone's got to lift this up just a little bit like that. Then we'll be all set. So I'm gonna go back up my truck real quick and drop some stone in there. Alrighty, there it is. She's all done. We got lifted the dirt or the ring up just a little bit. So now the rocks, they got this thing on lockdown. There ain't moving anywhere. But here's the little pipes right here. Here's another one right here. They're all feeding. There's another one there. And the other one's right there. They're all feeding fresh air to my fire. So we're gonna go get some wood. I got a bunch of scrap papers. I'm gonna start up a fire. Just had a bunch of rain, about 2 inches or 3 inches of rain yesterday. So I know I can burn finally now. Look at that sucker. That fucker is bad to the bone. Wish I had a little bit of extra. Well, I do have extra grass, but I wish it was just growing in right there. I got a bald spot right here yet. Just don't want to take off. But it'll fill right in like this stuff sooner or later. Nice and thick. Alright. I'll have a nice big, quite a few videos coming next spring when I'm building a pond over here. This thing's going to be massive. I can't wait. Here we go. Oh, I gotta go empty my dirt off over here yet. Just got that left over. Now I'm gonna burn all this stuff here. That wood's green. I just cut those trees down over there. See, I got my little piles of dirt right there. Filling those holes a little bit. I'm gonna dump the last one right back next to that one too. I'm gonna rake that sucker out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya!